Hello guys, how are you? So we are going to see the drawing part. I sent you a PDF with the image that you are going to work. It already has the size, so make sure that when you print it, the image isn't changed in size. I sent it in PDF because that format will keep or will make it easier for the print part. So just make sure you print it at the size as it is. In centimeters, it is 35 times 53 centimeters. And once you have it ready, print it in black and white in normal bond paper. And imagine this is the boy, okay? So don't worry if the image is different. It's going to be the same process. I'm going to use graphite in order to trace the drawing. So what I will do, I have a 9B, which is very soft graphite. And don't use charcoal, please. Charcoal will be to oil painting. For watercolor, we will use graphite. And I will draw, in all these places where the image is. You don't really need to feel the whole image, perhaps only where the lines are, where the information is. You can leave the background. So I will try to fill all the gaps, and I am using a normal amount of force. Don't use pan pastel or watercolor graphite or any kind of watercolor pencils that are available in the market, because once you start painting, they will activate with water, and two options could happen. The drawing can be lost, or the color can influence the later layers. So just use graphite, normal graphite. Okay, so I'm ready. Now I'm going to place the print where I want it to be, as well as just already moved, like place the image in the boy as I wanted to. The composition is ready in your PDF file. So I just place it in the four corners, in the middle. And I will use masking tape to have it ready and for it to don't move when I start tracing the drawing. This is enough because I won't use all the masking tape in all the sizes, because it will give me room to see and check if it's going good. And I will use either a 2B or HB graphite pencil to trace the drawing. In this stage, it is very important that you don't use too much strength, because you don't want to mark the paper. You don't want to create canals. We just want the drawing to pass, and I will be checking regularly to see how it is going. In this case, the woman has a lot of lines, so it is very important to pass most of them. In what I You know, what I think it's important is to trace the forms, for example, the nose, the eyes, but also the forms that create the shades and lights. For example, in this case, this line divides the shadow is in this part and the lights which are in this part. So trace, for example, the ear in your image, and also the forms that differentiate light and shade. So I am ready. I have passed everything. You can see there are no canals. The paper is flat everywhere. I didn't use too much strength, and the drawing is clear. I can see the lines. You don't want the drawing to be either too light, because in the first passes, you will lose the drawing. And just, you know, medium kind of gray. And we don't want also too much gray, like we don't want the lines in the drawing to be dark, because they will still be shown in the final parts of the painting. We want the drawing to help us paint, and once we have all the forms clear, it's okay if the drawing is lost, you know? We don't want the lines to be reflecting, to be showing by the end of the painting. Okay, so I have already traced all the drawing. Now I am going to check everything. I will have my printout, or you can work with your tablet or with your computer. I prefer to use the prints because I think that my eyes work better and they don't get tired as soon as when seeing light all the time. And I will sketch. Well, I will review the lines that I already have, and I will pass the drawing, the graphite, with a little bit, you know, more strength without creating canals, because I want to see the drawing a little bit stronger. However, it is not that dark. So all these lines that I, you know, retraced, redraw, are the ones that are actually going to be my guide for the painting. This process helps me to understand the image before painting. It allows my brain to start thinking, how am I going to solve the painting? But also, it gives me a sense of direction, but also a sense of getting to know the work that I'm going to do. So if you were going to use another image, that's the same thing, the same process. Okay? Okay, alrighty, well, see you in the next video.